are live. I'm here in Portland, Oregon. I'm Mr. Hoffman, and we are back after taking a couple weeks break, and then last week our special question and answer session. But today we are restarting up our weekly live jam session. So what we do with these jam sessions, in case you're new, is we'll do a little mini lesson on and then we'll jam together, and then the finger puppets come and tell a joke or two, and then at the end I'll do shout outs. So if you want to stick around to the very end, if you're watching me live on Facebook, you can just leave a comment, and then I will, if you tell me your name and where you are watching from, I'll give you a shout out. Today we're going to improvise in the key of B minor. So in case you've never played in B minor, let's take a look at the notes that build B minor. So we'll start on a B, of course, and then it goes up to C sharp, then D, E, then F sharp. And so that's the pentascale. Let's come in closer so you can take a more careful look at that. Go ahead and take the 5 fingers of your right hand, or you could use your left hand too, and just find a comfortable way to place those 5 fingers over those 5 keys that you see here. B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp. And to be able to comfortably play on the black keys, you'll find that you want to move your hand forward on the keys, okay? It's okay to play the white keys way up kind of in the black key area, so all of your 5 fingers can just kind of comfortably rest in that area. So find that position and maybe just play those notes stepping up and down one time. Let's kind of get comfortable with how those notes feel. Okay, stepping up and stepping down. All right, now if you are already playing 1 octave scales, you could do a full 1 octave scale, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm playing B natural minor. If you want to go harmonic minor, you can as well. That's an option. And if you haven't done 1 octave scales yet, don't worry. You can just hang out on these 5 notes right here. If you want to get more fancy and go all the way up and down the keyboard, the thing to remember is whenever you have a C or an F anywhere on the piano, those you want to sharp for it to sound like B minor. Otherwise, it may not sound great with the accompaniment I'm playing. Okay? Now, let me show you the accompaniment that I will be playing. I want to do something really simple and mellow today. So I'm going to do a very simple bass line that's just whole notes, basically. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, that's so easy, you are going to be able to do your own accompaniment this week at home for yourself. I was just playing B, then step down to A. Can you see that? Okay. And then step down to G, step down to F sharp. Okay, a whole note on each of those, so 4 counts. In fact, why don't you try this with me? So again, on your piano at home, just take your left hand. Let me try. My cord's getting tangled. Sorry for the earthquake. Okay, so your left hand, finger 1, can be on B, and then you're just going to step down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, then to F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try that with me. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just going to repeat that over and over again. When we get bored of that, every once in a while, I'm going to, instead of coming all the way back up to B, I'm going to do this other pattern. I'm going to go G, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, back to G, 2, 3, 4, to A, 2, 3, and then I'll go back to the B, A, G, F sharp pattern. Okay, but just for variety, every once in a while, I'll shake it up with that alternate pattern, which, let's see, let me write up here in orange. So when you get bored of this, I'm going to go G, A, G, A. 4 beats on each of those. Right? That's a little bit hard to see because of glare or something. So that's a G, A, G, A. All right. Now, let's talk about improvising. In case you're new today, when we improvise, remember that there are no right notes or wrong notes. Everything you play, we're going to call perfect, just what we wanted to hear. And if you didn't like exactly how it sounded, well, just step up to the next note, and usually you'll find that that will sound good. Often you're just one note away from sounding good, and in music, sometimes we have dissonance on purpose. This is an important word to learn if you're a musician. Dissonance is when 2 notes don't quite sound right together. Like, let me give you an example. Like these 2 notes together, F sharp and G. Try playing F sharp and G at the same time on your piano. And you could say, oh, that's an ugly, dissonant sound. But music likes dissonance because it's like the tension in a movie. If everyone just got along perfectly well and only good things happened the entire movie, that would be a very boring movie. Things go wrong on purpose in a movie or in books, right? That's what makes a book interesting, is something goes wrong and then you have to solve it. And in music, we use a similar principle called dissonance, which is like the tension, and then consonance when it resolves the dissonance into something that our ears perceive as more beautiful. Like E to G, most people consider that a more beautiful sound. Hear the dissonance of F sharp to G, but then that can resolve. And so you can find the same thing in your improvising. Maybe you'll hit a note that sounds dissonant, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing. Lean into that tension and then maybe step a note higher or a note lower, and very often you'll hear that that dissonance will resolve. So today I'd like you to pay attention to dissonance. Like if I'm playing a B in my left hand and you play a C sharp, that has some dissonance to it. Do you hear the tension in that? But then you step up to D and that dissonance resolves, and it sounds really cool if you ask me. Try that. Play a C sharp and then step up to D. And then when I play A, that D now sounds dissonant, and you can step back to C sharp and it resolves. So depending on the note I'm playing in the left hand, that will make some notes sound dissonant and some notes sound consonant. And consonant is just the opposite of dissonant. A consonant sound are 2 notes that sound pretty harmonious together. Like thirds are a very consonant sound. Sixths are also very consonant. Okay? Now, I'd like to give you a minute to experiment a little bit for yourself with dissonance and consonance. So using your left hand, just play B, and if you just want to stay on B the whole time and experiment with just that note, or if you want to use these 4 notes, B, A, G, F sharp, with your left hand, and then play different notes in the B minor pentascale or full octave scale, and just notice which sound dissonant to you, which sound consonant, and experiment for a little bit. You're exploring what sounds you like and don't like, and see if you can come to appreciate dissonance, because it's such an important part of music. So take a minute by yourself to experiment, and then we'll jam together. This is your time to just play around with sound on your piano. Okay, hopefully you've had some time to experiment, and I hope you'll keep experimenting this week. But I'd like to now jam together. So I'll provide the accompaniment, so you just worry about the melody for right now. And later on this week, if you want to play your own left hand part using these notes that we talked about while your right hand plays the melody, that would be a great way to expand on this activity later this week. But for right now, why don't you just choose one hand, probably your right hand, because I'm going to play lower on the piano. So usually if I'm playing lower, it will sound best if you're up higher. And you don't have to stay in one position the whole time. If you get bored of being on this B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, you can come up one octave higher, or even, go anywhere on your piano. The only thing to remember is any C's and F's become C sharp and F sharp. You'll kind of pretend like C and F are hot lava. Those notes you'll never play in this improvisation today. Okay? So, I will play my accompaniment and you can start playing anytime you want. You're making up a melody. Just create some notes. If you can't think of anything to do, just maybe play quarter notes. You can go ta, 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 ta. But then if you want to start getting more creative with eighth notes, 16th notes, just explore what you can do with sound. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Here we go. You can start playing anytime in B minor. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Find a good note to stop on. How'd your improvisation go? Later on, if you want to, you can come back onto Facebook and go to the video section of our Facebook page, and you can replay this as many times as you want this week to practice improvising along with that accompaniment. Or, like I said, you can do your own accompaniment just very simply with the left hand. I was adding some chords and inversions, and if you know how to add chords like that, you can feel free to try getting as fancy as you like with your improvising. It's lots of fun. I would encourage you to spend a couple of minutes a day just experimenting on the piano and having fun making up music. It's a great bridge to composition. A lot of the greatest composers were also great improvisers, like Chopin and Beethoven, Mozart. They all were improvisers and composers, and I think good composers often blur that line. A good composition, in a lot of ways, sounds like an improvisation, and vice versa. And you can generate a lot of fun ideas. If you do an improvisation you really like, well, maybe write it down, and then it becomes a composition. Well, thanks for jamming with me today. It's time for me to get the finger puppets here for a quick joke. Hey everyone. Hey guys, great to see you all. Ready for a joke? You bet. Okay, why did the golfer wear 2 pairs of pants? I don't know. In case he got a hole in one. Hole in one? I get it. Okay, well, hey, did you hear the joke about the roof? No. Never mind. It's over your head. Over my head. Good one. Bye, everyone. Bye, guys. Hey, thanks for those jokes, guys. That was fun. And now it's time for shout outs. So if you want to stick around, you can, and just pop over to our Facebook page. If you'd like me to give you a shout out, you can leave a comment on the live stream with your name and where you're watching from, and I will say hello. Now, I need to apologize in advance if I miss your name. Sometimes Facebook doesn't give me the comments when you type them. Sometimes there's a delay due to technology or internet or who knows what happens. Facebook tries to give me all the comments live, but sometimes there is a delay. So if I don't say hello, it's not because I don't love you. It's just because of technology. So I apologize in advance, but I'll try to get as many shout outs as I can. Let me see if I can find my live stream. Here it is. Okay. So I'm just on my phone, and we're gonna cruise through and see who is watching. Hello to Olivia in New York. Thanks for watching today. Hello to Adrita in Qatar. Hello to Christy in Monroe, Louisiana. Glad to have you watching. Hello to Grace, Isaias, and Ethan. Glad to have you watching. And hello to Niladri in upstate New York. Glad you enjoy the jam sessions. Hello to Iris in Kentucky. Hello to Teresa. Thanks for watching. Hello to Parth in Beaverton. Hello in the Philippines. That's to Pam. It's 4 a.m. in the Philippines. Yeah, I know. Thank you for getting up so early for this. Hello to Mickey in Plano, Texas. Hello to Lila in Florida, and happy birthday last week. Glad you're enjoying Super Secret Agent. If you don't know that song, that's one of our newest songs in Unit 13. Let's see. Hello to Taishi in Georgia. Hello to Noel in Raleigh, North Carolina. Hello to Isaiah in Unit 4 right now. Congratulations. And hello to Evelyn, Sylvie, and Elliot also saying hello in the Rocket City. Cool. I need to find out where the Rocket City is. Someone needs to leave me a comment. I am ignorant to that and would love to know where that is. Hello to Zosia, who's in Poland. Great to have you watching. And hello to Louisa and Sophia watching in Sydney, Australia. Great to have you. Hello to Afton in New Jersey. Hello to Nathan in Portland. Hello to Declan in Virginia. Hello to Cora and Eve in Florida. Thank you, Joy. Glad you enjoyed the session. And hello to Grace in Lincoln, Nebraska. Hello to Adela in Georgia. Hello to Daria in New York City. Glad to have you. Hello to Raghav in Chennai, India. That's all I see right now for shout outs, but sometimes there's a delay. So if you've already heard your name and you're ready to go on to the rest of your day, feel free to sign off. Thanks for joining me today, but I'm going to stick around for another minute and just see if there are any other names that pop up, because sometimes there's a delay. So you're welcome to hang out with me if you want. I'm just gonna wait for a minute or two, see who else shows up. Looks like we've got a couple more. So hello to Avyansh in India. Hello to Jennifer in Eastern Washington State. Congratulations on learning Musette. That's awesome. Hello to Niladri, who's in Unit 8. And yeah, Canoe Song Hands Together. I like that one too. That's a really fun piece to play, hands together. Hello to Haneke in New Jersey. I hope I said your name correctly. I apologize if I didn't. Hello to May in California. Wow, 11 p.m. in Qatar. We have people all around the world, which is really exciting. It's fun to see people signing on from the Philippines, from Poland. Rocket City is Huntsville, Alabama. Cool. Is it called that because you launch rockets from there? Does NASA have like a rocket launching station there? I'd be curious to know why it's called Rocket City. That's really cool. I am now informed. So if anyone knows why Huntsville, Alabama is called Rocket City, please let me know. I'm just going to wait one more minute just to make sure we got all the shout outs. I always hate it if I miss someone. Here's another one, yay. Hello to David from Omaha. Glad you're watching. Probably, is everyone back into school by now? My two boys actually don't start school until next Monday. Our school district decided to give everyone a little extra time to figure out COVID accommodations. So we're starting a week later than usual. And so we start next Monday. But I know a lot of you are already back in school. I hope you are enjoying being back in school after a summer break. I know I'm excited to kind of get back into a routine. Summer is a great break, nice to change pace, but then it's always fun to come back and get back to work. I enjoy having that variety in life. It's 2 a.m. in India. Oh my goodness. Okay, a couple more names. So I'm glad I stuck around. Hello to Freya in New Jersey. Thanks for watching. And hello to, oh, that wasn't a hello. We're just saying it's 2 a.m. in India. And, oh yeah, sure. Hello to David Dadabaev from Omaha. So thanks for watching. And hello to Van, who just said hello in a comment. Appreciate you watching. Oh, hello to Asha in the Philippines. And it doesn't surprise me that you're asleep, but you're in Unit 9. Congratulations. That's really awesome. Oh, cool. Someone's letting me know about Huntsville, Alabama. Huntsville, Alabama is the home of Redstone Arsenal, and that's the U.S. Army Missile and Rocket Center and NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center and the U.S. Space And Rocket Center. Okay, that makes sense why it's Rocket City. Excellent. Thank you for letting me know. In New York City, schools will only open on September 21st. I'm getting bored here. Totally understand it. Sometimes it's nice to have a routine, right? A break is good and all, but let's give me a schedule. Hello to Soren in New Jersey. Glad to have you watching. Well, I think we've hopefully said hi to everyone today. I really appreciate you watching. I'll be back next week, every Wednesday for the foreseeable future. This has been a fun tradition to start, so I'll plan to keep it going as long as there's interest. So if you're interested in keeping this going, definitely like it and share it. Let's keep this tradition going. I appreciate you all watching and learning with me, and I'll see you